Thank you for visiting Wealthy Coins again. Breaking news: Shiba Inu will skyrocket to $4 overnight thanks to the final ETF merge update. SHIB events. Shiba Inu, a meme token, has had a rough year with a price drop of almost 65%. The Federal Reserve has aggressively raised interest rates in response to excessive inflation, which has had a devastating effect on the entire cryptocurrency market, not just Shiba Inus. The price of Shiba Inus could rise though due to certain recent developments. Merge on Ethereum and the upcoming debut of Shibarium are two highly awaited projects. The topic of just then will be covered in this video. Overnight, Shiba Inu will reach $4 thanks to the final ETF merge upgrade. The Shiba News. To view our most recent information on Shiba Inu price forecasts and expert analysis, hit the like button, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get the video started. Additionally, the second largest cryptocurrency, Ether, which is associated with the Ethereum network, rose by around 1% to $1,641. The consensus mechanism of Ethereum is moving to proof of stake. On September 6, 2022, the newest version of the Ethereum network called Bellatrix was enabled. Once Bellatrix is complete, the merge can be finalized with the Paris update, which disables the miners. The upgrade is scheduled to take place next week. While Shiba Inu rose slightly to $0.0112, coin was trading at 0.06 cents, up more than 1% today. Today, other cryptocurrency values also performed better, with gains seen in the following markets: Binance USD, Chainlink, Uniswap, XRP, Litecoin, Avalanche, Solana, Cardano, Stellar, Tron, and Polygon. Everyone who keeps up with the cryptocurrency market knows that next week is when Ethereum is supposed to merge. After the merge, the Ethereum network will formally switch from a proof-of-work PO-BORU process to a proof-of-stake POS mechanism for validating transactions, creating blocks, and mining tokens. As part of PO-BORU, miners use massive amounts of processing power to quickly solve a cryptographic challenge in order to win fresh tokens. In POS, on the other hand, users stake their tokens in a lottery-style system for a chance to validate transactions and mine tokens. People have voiced concerns about the environmental impact of PO-BORU, whereas POS uses far less energy. Given this, how does it influence Shiba Inu? Shiba Inu, on the other hand, was created on the Ethereum network and is thus an ERC20 token. That is why the Ethereum blockchain is like a Shiba Inu, it always needs updates. Now Shiba Inus will also be more energy efficient, so it's a win-win. Moreover, future enhancements to Ethereum should reduce transaction fees and improve network congestion by increasing the number of transactions per second. To reiterate, Shiba Inu stands to gain from the merger, but with allegedly hundreds of thousands of tokens built on the Ethereum blockchain, it's hard to see how this would significantly benefit Shiba Inu alone unless it also significantly benefits all of the other ERC20 tokens. Until the very last day of August 2022, the Shiba Inu's price was very flat. SHIB prices have risen dramatically since then. One of the main elements that drives up the price of Shiba Inus is when whales are active. Shiba Inu prices surge due to an uptick in high-volume purchases. Recent findings indicate that whale activity in Shiba Inu has been on the rise. Over the last 2 days, 1.111 trillion Shiba Inus have been active. The price of Shiba Inus has been rising continuously since the bears dumped their pressure. The increase calmed bears and set off a rise in the Dogecoin killer token. According to an analysis of Shiba Inu's on-chain analytics, Santaman reports that 128.7 billion Shiba Inu were circulating in the last day. As the circulation of Shiba increased, there was a corresponding rally in. There was a re-entry of 7.61 trillion Shiba Inu tokens into circulation in August 2022. After this, Shiba saw a huge rally. Consequently, Shiba Inu could see a bull run in the near future due to the large movements made by whales. The search for BONE, the governance token of Shiba Inu, surged, according to Google Trends data. As the launch of Shibarium approaches, searches for how to buy BONE tokens reach a new height. The Shibarium project will use BONE as its gas token, and it is the Layer 2 scaling option for Shiba Inus. This led to a dramatic increase in BONE's usefulness and acceptance. Overnight, BONE delivered 6.6% gains and maintained its upward trend. The anonymous cryptocurrency trader and analyst known as Shibanite has a positive outlook on Shiba Inu. The Shiba Inu price goal established by the expert is 0.00001483 USD. At 0.000130 USD, SHIB maintained the previously mentioned support. In spite of the bad market conditions, analysts still expected consistent gains for Shiba Inus. The previous 2 weeks have been absolutely phenomenal for BONE. If you believe CoinGecko, the most independent cryptocurrency data tracking website in the world, BONE Shiba Swap's value has surged by more than 100% in the last 14 days. BONE was trading at $0.836 on August 25th. The value of BONE nearly tripled in only 5 days due to the strong demand. The price of BONE reached a new all-time high of $2.38 on August 30, 2022. A little retreat ensued after this on the part of the BONE. With a 24-hour trading volume of $18,257,215 or $18.25 million, BONE is currently trading flat at 1 times 73 cents, up 6% from yesterday. Support for BONE was recently enabled by major centralized cryptocurrency exchanges such as L-Bank, located in Hong Kong, and Bitmart, headquartered in the Cayman Islands, to name a few. The Shiba Inu community has also recently hinted at the possibility that BONE may be listed on Crypto.com, one of the top trading platforms. We are rapidly approaching the Ethereum merging. This week I'd want to step back and swiftly clear up some confusion by addressing some common misconceptions about the merger. The switch to proof-of-stake on Ethereum is expected to take place around September 15th. In 2020, Ethereum introduced the Beacon Chain, a point-of-sale network. However, it has not been put into use for collecting payments just yet. To get ready for the post-upgrade, it is now only a staging facility for the computers that run the Ethereum network. Merging Ethereum's POW mainnet with its Beacon Chain, the consensus layer, is necessary for a complete shift to POS. The process by which proof-of-stake and proof-of-work determine who on Ethereum may record transactions in the future block is different. Similar to Bitcoin, the current proof-of-work POW architecture allows Ethereum miners to race to solve cryptographic problems in order to publish blocks. To generate blocks under the soon-to-be-released POS system, the network will randomly select validators who have staked at least 32 ETH, or $50,000. The odds of being chosen increase as one increases their bet. The winning miner or validator in each scheme receives a combination of transaction fees and freshly created ETH when they win a block. Other actions that contribute to the network's security also earn POS validators prizes. It is anticipated that the combination would have no effect on the Ethereum transaction fees. Rollups continue to be the primary source of Ethereum's transaction cost problems. Transactions are bundled and processed independently from Ethereum's mainnet by third-party networks such as Optimism and Arbitrum. What will happen to the price of Ethereum tokens as a result of the merger is completely unpredictable because there are so many unknowns and factors. For a long time, Ethereum's community has framed the merger as a significant improvement to the network's foundational technology. Staking, an additional use case for Ethereum's native Ether token, will be introduced by POS alongside network environmental effect issues. The integration may or may not cause an increase in the price of Ethereum. When the two systems join, it will alter the distribution and issuance rates of Ether. Compared to a year ago, the crypto investment landscape has changed dramatically. Following that, the Apete Club Axie Infinity AXUSD driving board was all the rage. More significant projects that expand blockchain's reach are already attracting funding. The expansion of Shiba Inu and Ethereum name service ENSUSD is a strong indicator that this change is the right one. The crypto market was a perfect place for speculative investors last year due to the macroeconomic fundamentals. This allowed the developers of meme currencies and NFTs to profit from the current market situation. This led to NFTs routinely selling for tens of millions of dollars and tremendous market growth for tokens like Shiba Inu. So concludes today's activities. If you enjoyed this and want to see more, subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up.